Peace and grace, beloved soul. Today, your angels are whispering a message meant just for you. Can you feel it? That gentle nudge in your heart, that spark of hope. That's the universe guiding you toward blessings you've been waiting for. Doors are opening. Opportunities are arriving. Divine timing is aligning in your favor, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment. So take a deep breath, feel the peace, and open your heart to this divine guidance. If this message lifts your spirit, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Holy Encouragement for more angelic words, wisdom, and guidance that speak directly to your soul. Your angels are waiting to bless you. Have you been feeling it? That quiet shift in the atmosphere. That strange sense that something hidden is about to be revealed. That feeling in your spirit that a truth long buried is rising to the surface? This is not your imagination. The angels are speaking today with urgency. They say, the truth about their love is coming out, and when it does, it will surprise the world. Yes, the world, because what has been misunderstood, judged, doubted, and even mocked is about to be seen in a completely different light. And if you are watching this right now, this message is not random. It is confirmation. The angels say there has been a love story unfolding behind the scenes. Not perfect, not without struggle, not without separation. But real. This love has been tested by distance, tested by pride, tested by silence, tested by outside voices. People thought it was over. People assumed it was one-sided. People believed it had no future. But heaven saw something different. While others saw confusion, the angels saw connection. While others saw endings, the angels saw preparation. And now, the truth can no longer stay hidden. You may be asking, if this love is real, why was it hidden? The angels say timing was everything. There were lessons that had to be learned separately, healing that had to happen individually. Growth that could not occur together. Sometimes love must be purified in solitude before it can stand in the light. There were wounds from the past, fears of vulnerability, doubts planted by previous heartbreaks. But divine timing does not rush transformation. Heaven waited. And now, the season of silence is ending. You may notice signs, unexpected communication, dreams that feel vivid, and emotional memories resurfacing strongly. A sudden urge to clear misunderstandings. This is not coincidence. The angels are orchestrating alignment because the truth about their love cannot remain buried any longer. Someone who has been quiet will speak. Someone who has been hiding feelings will confess. Someone who has been pretending not to care will no longer be able to pretend. And when it happens, it will shock those who thought the story was finished. The angels say the world loves surface judgments. People think they know everything from what they see online. From what they hear in gossip, from what appears in silence. But real love is not always loud. Sometimes it grows in secret. Sometimes it rebuilds in prayer. Sometimes it strengthens in distance. The world saw distance. Heaven saw destiny. The world saw two people drifting apart. The angels saw two souls being prepared. And when truth comes out, people will say, we never expected this. But you felt it coming. The angels are clear about one thing. When the truth comes out, it will not be casual. It will be emotional. It will be vulnerable. It will be undeniable. There may be tears. There may be apologies. There may be public acknowledgement. But most importantly, there will be honesty. The kind of honesty that heals years of confusion in one conversation. The kind of honesty that silences doubters. The kind of honesty that sets hearts free. If this message resonates deeply, if you have felt in your spirit that something unfinished still exists, the angels say, do not lose faith now. The breakthrough is closer than it has ever been. You survived the silence. You endured the uncertainty. You questioned everything. and still your heart did not fully let go. That was not weakness. That was divine intuition. Your soul recognized something your mind could not explain. And soon, explanation will come. The angels give simple instructions. Release resentment. Let go of the need to control the outcome. Prepare your heart for truth, because truth sometimes arrives differently than expected. That it may not look like a fairy tale, that may not be perfectly timed, that it may require courage, but it will be real, and real love, once revealed, cannot be ignored. This is not just about two people. The angels say this love story will inspire others. People who gave up on reconciliation. People who stopped believing in divine timing. People who thought separation meant permanent loss. When truth comes out, it will restore faith, not just in love, but in destiny. Because some connections are written beyond circumstance. Take a deep breath. Feel the shift. Something hidden is surfacing. Something once doubted is being confirmed. The angels repeat, the truth about their love is coming out, and it will surprise the world. And this is only the beginning. And if this already resonates with your spirit, don't forget, like this video to claim the energy. Comment, truth is rising, if you feel it happening. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement, so you never miss the messages heaven is sending you. There is a reason your heart has felt restless lately. The angels say the energy around this connection is intensifying. What was once quiet is becoming louder in the spiritual realm. What was once denied is becoming undeniable. What was once hidden is pressing to be revealed. Because love cannot live forever in the shadows, and the person who has been holding everything inside is reaching their breaking point. The angels want you to understand something clearly. Silence did not mean absence of love. Silence meant fear. Silence meant pride. Silence meant internal battles no one else could see. Sometimes, the one who loves deeply is also the one who struggles most to express it. They replayed conversations in their mind. They imagined what they should have said. They thought about reaching out more times than you know. But ego whispered, wait. Fear whispered, what if you're rejected? Doubt whispered, maybe it's too late. And so they stayed quiet. But heaven has been stirring their heart. The angels say this revelation is not being forced. It is awakening from within. There comes a moment when pretending becomes exhausting. When denying feelings becomes heavier than admitting them. When hiding love hurts more than expressing it. That moment is here. They are realizing that protecting their pride cost them peace, and peace is more valuable than ego. The truth about their love is not just coming out publicly. It is becoming clear to them internally. Clarity is a powerful force. Once someone truly sees their own heart, they cannot unsee it. You may be experiencing unusual signs, sudden thoughts about them out of nowhere, emotional waves that feel untriggered, hearing songs that remind you of your story, seeing repeated, numbers or meaningful symbols, feeling their energy even without communication. The angels say these are spiritual nudges. When two hearts are connected, shifts are felt before they are spoken. Pay attention. Your intuition is sharper now. Behind closed doors, something is happening. They are realizing you are not temporary. You are not random. You are not easily replaceable. They may have tried distractions. They may have tested other connections. They may have convinced themselves they had moved on. But comparison has only made the truth clearer. Some connections cannot be duplicated. The angels say this realization is humbling them. And humility opens the door to honesty. Part of why this truth was hidden involved outside opinions. Friends had opinions. Family had opinions. Strangers had opinions. The world loves to comment on what it doesn't understand. But when the heart grows louder than the noise, outside voices lose their power. The angels say the fear of judgment is fading. Because living authentically matters more than pleasing spectators. And when they finally speak, it will not be for approval. it will be for freedom. The angels show an image of a conversation long overdue. It may start awkwardly, it may begin cautiously. But once it begins, truth will flow. There will be admissions. I never stopped thinking about you. I was scared. I didn't know how to fix it. I still care. These words have weight. They heal confusion, they validate. Intuition, they close painful chapters of doubt, and whether this truth unfolds privately or publicly, it will bring clarity that changes everything. The angels also speak to your heart. They know you carried questions. Why didn't they fight harder? Why did they let distance grow? Why did they stay silent? The truth that is coming will answer more than you expect. Not every silence was indifference. Some silence was emotional immaturity. Some silence was fear of vulnerability. Some silence was confusion about self-worth. And as truth surfaces, you will see the full picture. Not just the pain. Understanding does not erase hurt, but it softens it. The angels say this: separation created strength. You both learned independence. You both faced personal shadows. You both discovered what truly matters. Sometimes, love must break illusions before it can build foundations. If everything had continued the same way, growth would have been limited. Distance revealed value. Silence revealed attachment. Loss revealed love. And now truth will reveal intention. When the truth becomes visible, some will be shocked. Some will question it. Some will celebrate it. Some will criticize it. But the angels remind you, this story is not for the world to approve. It is for two hearts to align. Let others be surprised. Let others talk, because the only confirmation that truly matters is the peace you feel inside. The angels advise emotional readiness. Truth can bring joy. Truth can bring relief. Truth can also bring intensity. You may feel tears you didn't expect. You may feel anger resurface before forgiveness. You may feel vulnerability stronger than before. That is natural. Healing is rarely calm, but it is powerful. The angels are persistent. With this message, the truth about their love is coming out. Not to embarrass, not to prove a point, not to create drama. But to restore honesty. And honesty changes destinies. If this message is aligning with your spirit, like this video to anchor the energy. Comment, I receive the truth, to affirm alignment. Subscribe, holy encouragement, so you never miss the messages heaven is sending directly to you. There is something shifting beneath the surface that most people cannot see. The angels say the foundation of this connection was never destroyed. It was simply buried under misunderstanding, timing, and unspoken emotions. And now, what was buried is beginning to rise, not quietly, not subtly, but powerfully. The angels reveal that the person who once pulled away is facing an internal storm. They tried to rationalize their feelings. They tried to label the connection as temporary. They tried to convince themselves that what you shared was just a phase. But the heart does not lie forever, and the more they tried to suppress it, the louder it became. They are now confronting a realization that shakes their pride. They loved you more than they admitted. Not just in words, not just in moments, but deeply, in ways that changed them. And once someone accepts that kind of truth, everything shifts. The angels show that something recently triggered this awakening. It could have been seeing you move forward, hearing about you from someone else, watching you grow without them, or simply feeling your absence more strongly than before. Sometimes it takes the fear of permanent loss to activate clarity. They began to understand that if they stayed silent any longer, they might lose you completely. And that possibility became unbearable. This is where courage begins. Regret is a powerful teacher. The angels say they are replaying key moments, conversations that ended too quickly, arguments that escalated unnecessarily, opportunities to express love that were missed. They see now what they couldn't see then. and regret is softening their defenses. When someone truly reflects on their mistakes, humility replaces arrogance, and humility opens the door to reconciliation. Have you felt it? That strange calm mixed with anticipation? That feeling like something is about to happen? The angels say your energies are reconnecting, even if you have not spoken yet, even if nothing has been confirmed yet. When two souls share unfinished business, the universe moves them back into alignment. It may not happen overnight, but it happens inevitably, because some connections are not accidents. The angels emphasize something important. This was not ordinary attraction. It was transformative. You challenged each other. You triggered growth. You revealed insecurities that needed healing. That is why it felt intense. That is why it felt hard to let go. Some loves come to comfort. Others come to awaken. This one did both. And that is rare. Why will it surprise the world? Because from the outside, it looked final. People assumed pride was too strong. People assumed that distance was permanent. People assumed feelings had faded. But assumptions are often wrong. What looks like an ending can actually be preparation. The angels say the world will witness vulnerability where they expected silence. They will witness truth where they expected avoidance. And they will realize they never understood the full story. The angels show progression, not chaos. This truth will unfold step by step. First, internal acceptance. Then, subtle outreach. Then, honest communication. Then, visible acknowledgement. It will not feel forced. It will feel natural, like something finally aligning. And when it happens, you will recognize it instantly, because your spirit has been prepared. The angels offer wisdom here. As truth approaches, stay open, but stay wise. Listen carefully. Observe actions, not just words. Allow rebuilding to happen slowly. Real love does not rush. It rebuilds with intention. The fact that truth is coming out does not mean everything becomes perfect instantly, but it means honesty is returning, and honesty is the foundation of lasting connection. This situation is not only romantic. It is karmic in nature. The angels say this connection carried unfinished lessons from the past, whether from this lifetime or another spiritual cycle. That is why it felt magnetic. That is why separation felt unnatural. You were meant to learn from each other, and now you are meant to face truth together. When the truth is finally spoken, there will be release. Tears that cleanse resentment, words that dissolve confusion, silence that finally feels peaceful instead of painful. You will both realize something. Love never truly left. It was simply waiting for maturity, and maturity has arrived. The angels speak clearly. You did not imagine this connection. You were not foolish for believing in it. You were not weak for holding space in your heart. Your intuition was guiding you. And now, validation is approaching. Stay grounded. Stay patient. Stay emotionally balanced. Because when the truth comes out, you will want to respond from strength, not from old wounds. The angels repeat once more. The truth about their love is coming out, and it will surprise the world. And this is only unfolding further. If this message is resonating with your spirit, like this video to claim alignment. Comment, "Truth is unfolding," to anchor the energy. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine messages meant for you. Something powerful is building. The angels say, what once felt distant is now moving closer. What once felt uncertain is gaining form. The truth is no longer a possibility. It is becoming inevitable. There is an energy of exposure surrounding this connection. Not exposure meant to harm, not exposure meant to embarrass, but exposure meant to free. Because truth does not destroy real love. It strengthens it. The angels reveal the person who has been silent is reaching a moment of no return. They can no longer pretend. They can no longer suppress. They can no longer distract themselves from what they feel. Avoidance once felt safer, but now avoidance feels heavier than honesty. And when honesty becomes lighter than silence, confession is near. This is the tipping point. You must understand something. The delay was never about a lack of feeling. It was about internal conflict. They struggled with fear of vulnerability, fear of rejection, fear of repeating past mistakes, fear of looking foolish. Sometimes, the strongest looking people are the most emotionally guarded. But the angels say those walls are cracking. Not because someone forced them, but because love is stronger than fear. This revelation is happening now because both of you are different people than before. You have grown. You have healed parts of yourself that once reacted impulsively. You have learned boundaries. You have learned patience. And so have they. The angels say, if this truth had come earlier, it might not have survived. Now it has a chance to be handled with maturity. Timing protects what destiny intends to preserve. The angels show a pivotal exchange. Approaching. This is not small talk. This is not casual checking in. This is clarity. One of you will speak from the heart in a way that feels raw and real. And when it happens, it will feel like a weight lifting from both sides. There may be trembling voices. There may be pauses. There may be tears, but there will be truth. And truth has a calming power. From the outside, people saw distance. They assumed closure. They believed silence meant the end. But the world does not see private prayers. The world does not see late-night reflections. The world does not feel spiritual connection. The angels say what looks broken to others can still be bonded in the unseen realm. And when the truth becomes visible, people will question their assumptions. Let them. Not everyone is meant to understand divine alignment. The angels give you guidance. Now. Do not approach this with bitterness. Do not let pride block healing. Do not rehearse old arguments. If you have waited for truth, receive it with grace. Ask questions calmly. Listen fully. Allow understanding to replace imagination. Because sometimes the stories we create in silence are harsher than reality. When someone admits, I was wrong, I was scared, I still care, it changes the emotional atmosphere instantly. The angels say vulnerability will be the turning point. Not grand gestures. Not dramatic displays, but simple, sincere truth. And sincerity rebuilds trust. This connection carried unfinished lessons. The separation was not punishment. It was preparation. You both had to confront parts of yourselves separately before facing each other again. The angels say this reunion of truth is a graduation. You passed through doubt. You passed through silence. You passed through ego. Now you enter clarity. Truth can bring relief, but also intensity. You may feel joy and sadness at the same time. Joy, because love remains. Sadness, because time was lost. That is natural. Allow yourself to feel everything. Healing does not mean pretending the past did not hurt. It means acknowledging it and choosing growth anyway. The angels show something beautiful. If handled with honesty and patience. This revelation does not just restore love. It transforms it. It becomes more conscious, more intentional. More grounded. No longer built on assumptions, but built on communication. And that is stronger. This is not fantasy. This is alignment. The truth about their love is coming out. And when it does, the world will see something it did not expect. Not weakness, not confusion, but courage. The courage to admit love. The courage to correct mistakes. The courage to choose connection despite fear. Take a deep breath. You are witnessing a turning point. If this message is resonating with your heart, like this video to anchor this energy. Comment, I welcome the truth, to affirm alignment. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine messages guiding your journey. The angels are showing a doorway, not a fantasy, not an illusion, but a real emotional doorway. And someone is standing in front of it, deciding whether to walk through. Because once the truth is spoken, there is no going back to pretending. Once feelings are confessed, the mask falls. And the angels say, the mask is getting heavier by the day. There comes a moment when holding everything inside becomes unbearable. The angels say that moment is either happening now or is about to. They are tired of pretending they don't care, tired of acting unaffected, tired of convincing others and themselves that they moved on easily, because they didn't. And deep down, they know you didn't either. This connection has lingered in ways neither of you fully admitted, but the silence is cracking. You may not expect it, It may happen at an ordinary time, in an ordinary conversation, through a simple message. But the angels say courage often looks quiet before it looks bold. They are gathering strength, rehearsing what to say, thinking through how to approach you, preparing themselves for your reaction. Because even when someone carries regret, speaking first takes humility, and humility is powerful. The angels reveal the core of their truth, it is not complicated, that is not dramatic, it is simple and sincere. I never stopped caring. I was afraid. I didn't know how to fix it. I want to try again, differently this time. These words have been sitting in their heart, waiting, and once they are spoken, everything changes. The angels also hint at something surprising. For some of you, this truth will not stay private. There may be visible signs, a public acknowledgement, a shift others can see, a clear correction of what people assumed. Why? Because this story was misunderstood. And when love is misunderstood, truth restores balance. The world may have believed one version, but the real version is about to surface. The angels give you important advice. Do not hold on to who they were during their silence. Do not trap them in the version that hurt you. People evolve. Pain teaches. Separation matures. If truth is coming out, allow space for transformation. You are not reconnecting with the same dynamic. You are meeting again as changed individuals, and that makes all the difference. Before reunion energy fully stabilizes, there may be a clearing. Old misunderstandings will surface. Questions may be asked. Emotions may rise. This is healthy. The angels say clearing prevents repeating. Do not fear honest conversations. Fear unspoken resentment, because this time, transparency is required. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means choosing peace over punishment. The angels say forgiveness will be the key that unlocks the next chapter. Without it, pride wins. With it, love expands. You both made mistakes. You both learned. Now you both must decide whether growth matters more than ego. This revelation is also a test. Are you ready for the truth you prayed for? It is easy to ask for clarity. It is harder to respond maturely when it arrives. The angels say, stay grounded. Listen more than you speak at first. Allow emotions to settle before making decisions. Clarity does not demand immediate answers. It invites thoughtful ones. Some connections fade naturally. This one didn't. The angels say that is because it carries purpose, not just emotional attachment, but spiritual assignment. You were meant to teach each other something profound, and you are not finished. That unfinished energy is now resolving. Truth is resolution. After confession comes rebuilding. Slowly. Intentionally. Not rushed. The angels show small steps. Consistent communication, honest accountability, demonstrated change. Emotional safety. Real love is not proven by words alone. It is proven by consistency. And this time, consistency will matter more than promises. Do not doubt what your intuition has been whispering. Do not dismiss the signs. Do not silence your inner knowing. The truth about their love is coming out. And when it does, it will surprise those who thought the story had ended. But for you, it will feel like confirmation. Because your spirit sensed it long ago. Pause for a moment. Feel the calm before Revelation. If this message resonates with your heart, like this video to align with this energy. Comment, I am ready for truth, to affirm your openness. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine guidance meant for you. The angels are whispering something urgent now. The window of silence is closing. For a long time, hesitation ruled this connection. Fear held the microphone. Pride made the decisions. But that season is ending. Because when love is real, delay has an expiration date. And that expiration date is approaching. You may have felt a strange intensity. Lately. Not anxiety, not sadness, but pressure. The angels say this is the pressure of truth rising. When something authentic has been suppressed for too long, it begins to surface in waves. It shows up in thoughts that won't leave, in emotions that feel amplified, in dreams that replay unfinished moments. This is not random. The heart is demanding honesty. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means choosing to act despite it. The angels show that the person who has been holding back is still nervous. They still wonder, what if I'm too late? What if they've moved on? What if I reopen wounds? But something inside them is stronger now than fear. Regret has become heavier than risk. And when regret outweighs fear, movement happens. The angels hint that the truth may come in a way you do not anticipate. It may not be perfectly planned, that it may not be eloquent, that it may even feel slightly messy. But it will be real. Sometimes truth comes out in a rush after being bottled up too long. Words may tumble, emotions may spill, vulnerability may show. Do not judge the delivery too harshly. Focus on the sincerity, because sincerity is what you have been waiting for. For a while, there was an illusion. An illusion that everything was fine. An illusion that distance meant detachment. An illusion that silence meant closure. The angels say that illusion is collapsing, not dramatically, but steadily. The person who once convinced themselves they were better off is recognizing that peace never truly replaced you. Distractions fade. Authentic connection does not. This is not just a moment. It is a turning point. The angels describe it like a page being flipped. The chapter of misunderstanding is closing. The chapter of truth is beginning. But here is what matters. How you both handle this next chapter determines whether it becomes reconciliation or final closure. Yes, truth brings clarity, but clarity can lead to two different paths: reunion or release. The angels say, be prepared for either, with grace. If this love is meant to rebuild, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel grounded. Conversations will feel calmer than before. Apologies will feel sincere. Effort will feel consistent. There will be less guessing and more knowing. Because when truth enters, confusion leaves. And love without confusion feels different. It feels safe. For some of you, the truth will bring peace rather than partnership. And that is still divine. The angels say sometimes the purpose of revelation is not reunion, but healing. You may finally understand why things happened the way they did. You may receive the apology you needed. You may release resentment you carried. Truth closes loops, and closed loops free energy. Do not fear either outcome. Both serve growth. Remember, spectators do not determine destiny. The angels say the world may react loudly. Some will be shocked. Some will gossip. Some will celebrate. But their reactions do not matter. Only alignment matters. If truth feels aligned in your spirit, that is your confirmation. If reconciliation begins, guard it gently. Do not overshare too quickly. Do not invite outside opinions too soon. Do not rush to prove anything publicly. Let the connection stabilize privately. First. The angels say, what is nurtured quietly grows stronger. What is exposed too early can feel fragile. Build foundation before display. There is a heaviness that has lingered between you. the angels say it is about to lift. The unanswered questions, the silent assumptions, the lingering what-ifs, they are dissolving. And when they dissolve, your heart will feel lighter. Whether you walk forward together or separately, you will walk forward with clarity. And clarity is peace. This is not coincidence. This is not imagination. This is alignment reaching its peak. The truth about their love is coming out, and it will surprise the world. But more importantly, it will free your heart. If this message is resonating with your spirit, like this video to anchor the energy. Comment, "Truth brings freedom," to affirm alignment. Subscribe, "Holy Encouragement," so you never miss the messages meant specifically for your journey. The angels are becoming very clear now. The revelation is no longer approaching. It is unfolding. You may already sense the difference. The tension feels different. The silence feels different. Even the memories feel different. Because when truth begins to surface, energy changes before words are spoken. The angels say you have been spiritually preparing for this without realizing it. Every time you chose healing over bitterness, every time you resisted the urge to react impulsively, every time you worked on yourself instead of obsessing over them, you were getting ready. Because when truth arrives, you will need strength, not emotion alone. This is not about dramatic reunion energy. This is about mature alignment. The person who once seemed unreachable is softer now, humbled them. Experience matured them. Distance taught them. The angels say they have been confronting parts of themselves they used to avoid. Their pride no longer feels powerful. It feels lonely. And loneliness has a way of revealing what truly matters. This will not be casual. It will not be half-hearted. The angels say when they speak this time, you will hear conviction, not desperation, not confusion. Clarity. They now understand what they risked losing. And that understanding changes tone. You can always tell the difference between someone who is unsure and someone who is awakened. Awakening sounds steady. There is something else happening. The angels show that as they prepare to speak, you are also reflecting. You may be asking yourself, do I still want this? Can I trust again? Have we both changed enough? This is healthy. This is balance, because reunion without reflection repeats old cycles. The angels say you are no longer willing to accept breadcrumbs, and that is growth. When truth becomes visible, reactions will come quickly. People who once said, "It's over," may suddenly act shocked. Some may question the decision. Some may predict failure. But the angels remind you, opinions fade, alignment remains. The world reacts to headlines. Heaven responds to heart. Do not confuse noise with truth. If reconciliation unfolds, it will not mirror the past. The angels say the dynamic has shifted. There will be clearer communication, defined boundaries, less assumption, more accountability. You will both speak more openly. You will both listen more carefully. Because now you know what silence costs. And you are no longer willing to pay that price. The angels emphasize patience. Trust is not restored in one conversation. It is restored in consistent behavior. Small promises kept. Regular effort shown. Respect demonstrated repeatedly. Do not rush this stage. Let actions prove what words begin. This time, the foundation must be stronger. There is something deeper here. The angels speak of a spiritual agreement, not written on paper, but written in energy. You crossed paths for a reason. You separated for a reason. And now you face truth for a reason. Whether this leads to lifelong partnership or peaceful closure, it completes something. Karmic. And completion brings peace. Is natural. The angels say. When something long awaited begins to manifest, fear can appear. Fear of disappointment, fear of vulnerability, fear of reopening wounds. But remember, you are not who you were before. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are more grounded. Whatever happens, you can handle it now. The truth is not just coming out. It is stabilizing. It is anchoring into reality. What was once speculation is becoming confirmation. What was once hope is becoming conversation. And what was once hidden is becoming visible. The angels say the surprise will not be that love existed. The surprise will be how deeply it survived. Do not sabotage this moment with doubt. Do not shrink your heart out of fear. Stand in calm confidence. Let truth come. Let honesty unfold. Let destiny reveal itself without forcing it. Because what is meant for you does not require panic. It requires presence. Take a deep breath. Feel how different this energy feels from the beginning. The story is no longer about waiting. It is about responding. If this message resonates with your soul, like this video to align with this moment. Comment, "I trust the process," to affirm your readiness. Subscribe to Words of Angel so you never miss the divine messages guiding your path. The angels are showing something undeniable. Now. The truth is no longer fragile. It is standing on its own. What once felt uncertain is becoming visible in actions, not just emotions. What once lived in the spiritual realm is entering the physical world. And this is where everything changes. The angels say this phase is about demonstration. Anyone can speak beautifully when emotions are high, but real transformation shows up in behavior. You will begin to notice more consistent communication, clearer intentions, follow through on promises. A willingness to answer hard questions is how truth becomes trustworthy. And trust is what turns confession into commitment. For some of you, the angels reveal something bold. The person who once kept everything hidden may begin to show signs openly. Not dramatically, not for attention. But naturally. Subtle acknowledgments. Clear shifts in tone. Less avoidance in public spaces. The world that once assumed silence may now witness honesty. And yes, it will surprise them, because people rarely expect humility from someone who once chose pride. More important than public reaction is your inner peace. The angels say you will feel it before you fully understand it. A calm settling in your chest, a reduction in overthinking, a sense that something heavy has finally moved. When truth aligns with destiny, it does not feel chaotic. It feels grounding. Trust that feeling. It is your spirit recognizing alignment. The angels caution something important here. Yes, the past will be discussed. Yes, mistakes will be acknowledged. But do not turn healing into interrogation. You are not revisiting old wounds to punish each other. You are revisiting them to understand and release. Growth requires reflection, not obsession. If you choose to rebuild, build forward. There is something subtle but powerful happening. The dynamic has changed. Before, one person may have felt more invested. One person may have felt more vulnerable. One person may have felt like they were chasing clarity. That imbalance is dissolving. Now, both hearts are exposed. Both hearts are accountable. Both hearts understand the value of what nearly slipped away. And balance creates stability. The angels reveal something deeper. The surprise will not only affect others. It will affect you. You may be surprised by how calm you feel. By how mature your response is. By how little resentment remains. You have grown more than you realized. The version of you that once reacted impulsively is gone. This is evolution. And evolution is attractive to destiny. There may be one last moment of hesitation. A brief pause. A final fear rising to the surface. This is normal. The angels say it is the last layer of ego dissolving. Do not panic if things feel slightly uncertain for a moment. Sometimes alignment feels intense right before it settles. Let the moment pass without overreacting. Stability follows patience. If this truth leads to deeper commitment, it will feel intentional. Not rushed. Not forced. Not driven by loneliness, but chosen consciously. The angels say conscious love is different from emotional attachment. It is steady. It is respectful. That it is communicative. And it feels safe. For some, the surprise will be clarity that allows peaceful separation. You may realize you needed the apology more than the reunion. You may feel closure that releases longing, and that is sacred too, because truth always serves your highest growth, not just your strongest desire. Trust what feels aligned, not what looks dramatic. This is the unfolding of something divine. The truth about their love is coming out, and it will surprise the world. But more than that, it will restore balance. It will replace confusion with clarity. It will replace silence with honesty. It will replace doubt with understanding. And that is what you have truly been waiting for. If this message resonates deeply, like this video to anchor the alignment. Comment "Clarity has arrived" to affirm your readiness. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine guidance meant specifically for you. This is the phase where everything becomes undeniable. The angels say the fog is lifting completely now. What once felt like intuition is becoming evidence. What once felt like hope is becoming reality. There is no more guessing. There is no more wondering. There is truth. The confession has either happened or it is moments away. And when it arrives, it will carry weight. Not casual energy. Not playful curiosity, but depth. The angels show a moment of eye contact, whether in person or through words that feel just as strong. A pause, a breath, and an honesty that shifts everything. I love you. I never stopped. I want to do this right. Simple words, powerful impact. Truth creates direction. Before this, your path felt uncertain. You didn't know whether to hold on or let go. You didn't know whether hope was wisdom or self-deception. But clarity removes confusion. Now you can make decisions based on reality, not imagination. The angels say this is empowerment. Whether you move forward together or choose separate paths, you now do so consciously. And conscious choices create peace. There has been tension in your spirit for a long time. A subtle ache. Lingering question mark. The angels say that ache is dissolving because unanswered emotions drain energy. And answered emotions restore it. You may feel lighter after this revelation. You may even feel surprised at how much weight you are carrying. Truth frees emotional space. As expected. The outside world may react strongly. Some will say, "I never saw this coming." Others will say, "I knew it all along." Some may question motives, but the angels emphasize something important. You will not feel defensive. You will not feel pressured. Because when something feels right internally, external noise fades. Your calm response will be more surprising than the revelation itself. Growth looks quiet. And you have grown. Regardless of outcome, this connection has changed you. It taught you the difference between attachment and destiny. The importance of communication, the cost of pride, the power of patience. The angels say this was never random. Even the pain carried purpose. You are stronger now, more aware, more discerning. And that growth ensures that whatever happens next will not repeat the past. Now that truth is visible, a choice must be made. Do you rebuild slowly and intentionally? Or do you release peacefully and gratefully? The angels will not force the answer, because love chosen freely is stronger than love chosen out of fear. Listen to your inner stillness, not your excitement, not your anxiety, your stillness. That is where alignment speaks. If you both decide to move forward together, remember this: the second chance must not resemble the first attempt. New boundaries, communication. New emotional awareness. Let the past inform you, but not control you. The angels say this time, love must be conscious. If clarity leads to closure instead of reunion, know this: you did not lose, you completed. Something. Completion is powerful. It closes karmic cycles. It restores personal power. It clears space for what is next. And what is next will be healthier because of what you learned here. The angels reveal something profound. The real surprise is not that love existed. Real surprise is that it survived everything meant to end. It. Distance. Ego. Silence. Outside. Opinions. Time. And survival reveals strength. Before the final chapter unfolds, the angels ask you to do one thing. Release fear. Fear of being hurt again. Fear of being wrong. Fear of public opinion. Fear of vulnerability. Fear distorts decisions. Clarity requires calm. And you are capable of calm now. The angels say once more, the truth about their love is coming out, and it will surprise the world. But more importantly, it has awakened you. If this message has been speaking directly to your heart, like this video to seal this revelation. Comment, I choose clarity to affirm your power. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine messages guiding your path. The angels want you to hear this clearly. The truth is no longer coming. It is here. The energy of honesty has anchored. The hidden feelings have surfaced. The surprise that will shake assumptions is unfolding right now. Your heart has been preparing for this moment your entire journey. The angels describe it as the apex of emotion, the pause before acknowledgement, the breath before confession, the quiet tension before the first heartfelt word. This is not chaos. This is clarity crystallizing. You may feel your heart racing, or tears may rise unexpectedly. That is natural. The angels call it emotional alignment, your spirit syncing with divine timing. The words you have longed to hear, or feared to hear, are coming. I never stopped loving you. I was afraid, but I see now what I cannot ignore. I want to move forward with honesty this time. Simple, clear, true. The angels say, when someone speaks with honesty, it pierces all pretenses. It clarifies all doubts. It shifts everything in an instant. This is not just communication, it is liberation. This moment is sacred, even if it leads to reunion, even if it leads to peaceful closure. It carries divine lessons. Patience is powerful. Silence can teach preparation. Regret can awaken courage. Love persists beyond misunderstanding. The angels remind you, nothing in your journey was wasted. Everything served your spiritual growth and alignment. Yes. Some people will be surprised. Yes. There may be murmurs and questions. Yes. Some may doubt or judge, but the angels repeat, the world's reaction does not matter. We'll feel the difference internally. You will sense the energy shift. We'll know, deep in your soul, that truth has arrived. And that feeling will stay with you far longer than any external opinion. Now comes the conscious decision. Do you rebuild with intention? Do you release with gratitude? The angels say either choice is valid if made from alignment, not fear. If you rebuild, it will be stronger, wiser, and safer. If you release, it will clear space for blessings, even greater than before. Truth is the bridge between past confusion and future clarity. The angels want you to remember these key points. Truth frees energy. Silence cannot hold what is meant to be spoken. Love, guided by honesty, is unstoppable. Your spiritual awareness has been preparing you for this. Trust your intuition. It always knew the outcome before your mind did. They say, breathe, center yourself. Stand tall in the knowing that this revelation serves your highest good. The surprise is not only that love existed, the surprise is that it persisted, despite obstacles. The surprise is that timing, growth, and patience all played their part. The surprise is that the world may not have expected it, but your heart always did. Heaven delights in revealing what humans cannot always predict, and you are part of this divine unfolding. The angels want you to feel this. The truth about their love is out. It is visible. It is undeniable, and it carries liberation, clarity, and transformation. Your heart is free. Your spirit is aligned. Your soul has witnessed confirmation. This is not the end. It is a rebirth of awareness, love, and divine alignment. Now, take a moment and absorb this energy. Feel the peace, the clarity, and the strength this revelation brings. The angels are reminding you, life moves forward with honesty, courage, and alignment. If this message has touched your heart, like this video to anchor the energy. Comment, I embrace the truth, to affirm your alignment. Subscribe to Holy Encouragement so you never miss the divine messages heaven is sending for your life. The angels have spoken. The truth has arrived.